Hello everyone, I haven't made a video for a while, as usually the case, because discipline, consistency is a discipline, but sometimes I always get this idea that I'm like, man, I have to share it with others, or most of all, like just have a video to record what things I've been through and how far I've come, because sometimes in life, like, you get hit with so many things and you get down in yourself and you just you forget what you've been through, what you overcame, and you think that whatever obstacle you're facing is an end all be all. But things I'm going through now are things that just keep recurring because of, well, I'm 38, and it's like the older you get, the more, if you don't learn from your mistakes, it's like a bigger hole you're digging. And instead of taking the shovel that I'm digging a hole with, sometimes we have to realize we could just use that shovel to start digging like little wedges in the wall so we can just get out, if that makes any type of sense. But then sometimes we just go back to digging a deeper hole. But one thing I had to realize was, and this is a problem I have with a lot, is not complaining anymore, man. It's really a problem to act like most of our problems in life, and yes, life happens to us, but a lot of the problems we have is, they're self-inflicted. So, and it's like sometimes you keep letting the same shit happen. It gets worse until it gets to the point where you're like, how did it get like this? But sometimes we have to realize we're the source of a lot of our problems, but we're also the solution as well, and we forget that. So yeah, our problems, I think failure happens when you just give up. But if you really face a problem, you vent about it, you punch something. I mean, hopefully not anything that breaks, but then you finally sit down and you say, how can I get out of this? Once you make a plan, for instance, that problem is like the end, it's like a wall, which is like at the end of the road. And once you realize, all right, I'm facing this problem, but I know there's more road on the other side of this damn wall. And once you make a plan, whatever it is, you just make a plan. It might be something for a solution that'll be the next week, the next month, year, so forth. But once you sit down and make a plan, okay, this is what I have to do. It might not be but it's something. Then all of a sudden that wall just becomes an obstacle, and it's no longer the end of your journey. It's just a detour. You just got to go around, climb over, etc. But if you don't sit down and say, okay, I'm done complaining, I'm done being a baby about this, how am I going to make this right? Because I'm probably the reason why it's not right at the moment. And whatever problems you create for yourself, a lot of the times we can do something about it, but we get caught up in this negativity. And life is just, sometimes it'll be kicking your ass. And life really is not a fighter that, like, oh, I knocked him down, the fight's over. It'll still keep kicking the shit out of you. And life's not fair. It doesn't fight fair. But you have to be a person that stands up to that bully, because life can bully you a lot. And until you kick that bully's ass, he's always going to fuck with you. And you're always going to be scared to walk around that bully. You're always going to be scared to go down certain hallways or down certain streets. And you know that cliche bully in those movies with the kids that are scared. Oh, it's like, you got to be tired of that, and you got to face your problems and face your fears, and it sucks. But if you don't, this is going to be your life. And if you're scared of everything, making a move, there is no life. You don't want to live in fear. You want to live a conquer, to the point where in the future, whatever problem you face, you're just like, it does not matter what problem I face, because I came this far, and look what I've done. I've overcome all my problems. I actually welcome more problems, because once I conquer that problem, I'm bigger, better, stronger, smarter, richer, whatever. But we have to face the fact that complaining and negativity, as cliche as all be positive all the time is, that's the only mindset you need. It's not like everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine. It is, okay, this sucks, but this is not the end for me. And it's not the end until my heart stops. So I need to sit down and figure this out. A lot of the problems we face in life is just life giving us feedback. And eventually that bully keeps kicking your ass. You have to learn how to fight. And then you might get your ass kicked again and again and again. But as long as you keep learning how to fight, you keep learning how that bully fights, you're going to kick that bully's ass. And one day you're going to be on top of that bully with your fist like Muhammad Ali that knocked that dude out. And you're going to say, it's my turn now. But you don't get there by complaining. You don't get there by being negative. And like Muhammad Ali said, always said about himself, I am the greatest. When you can face your problems and fight it and kick its ass and then you scream, I am the greatest, you got it. You're a winner and you're a champion. But as with every champion in life, they got their asses kicked so many times. But they never got their asses kicked and gave up. They never got their asses kicked and walked with their head down and said, I suck and I'm never going to be good at this. And even if they did, they still showed up the next day. Always show up for life. Not every day is going to be great. Like, I know that whatever I'm going through, I'm going to conquer. I might be down and out. Maybe the weather sucks. Maybe my paycheck wasn't as high as I wanted it to be. But this is not who I am. Who I am is somebody that conquers. And I'm learning. And I have to take the feedback life gives me. And I have to listen to it. Because making a mistake is fine. Not learning from your mistake is not. And those mistakes are going to keep like a revolving door, like a carousel. It's going to keep coming around and kick you in the ass. So what I try to say is whatever you're going through, we're all going through stuff. Everybody has problems. But the ones who are champions are the ones that know how to face their problems, and they work immediately on learning to conquer their problems. And by kicking yourself in the ass and being negative and being down, I guess it has its place if you just want to vent. But eventually look in the mirror and say, I'm going to try. Let life try to kick my ass, but you're not going to kick my ass and me not do nothing about it. You're going to remember me. I'm going to mark you up as much as I can. I'm going to bite your ear off. I'm going to do something. I'm going to kick you in the... I'm going to do something. But you're going to remember and you're going to know who I am and you're going to respect me. And then at that point, whatever problems arise, you're going to be in a much better state. Because you won't... You got to go to the next level to face next level problems. And you know what I mean? For me to have, a $1 million problem, I have to become a millionaire. And they all have problems. Billionaires have problems. Tall people have problems. Short people, everybody has problems. But the champions in life know how to deal with them. And you have to be a champion. You have to say, am I acting like a champion? Well, no, Judge, I failed all my life. No, if you're, honestly, as cliche as it may sound, if you're breathing, you have another chance. You have another chance to achieve your goals. Fitness, physical, fitness, financial, spiritual, mental. You can do something. And that something is never going to get done by complaining and negativity. As stupid as sometimes these positive people be out there, you have to say, there's not a chance. And if I look at the other side of this river and I say, I'm never going to, but if you say, I'm going to get this, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to conquer this because I came this far. Be your own cheerleader and pick yourself up. And if you fail, pick yourself up. And if you fail, pick yourself up. Because I'm telling you, life has no respect for people who give up on themselves. And you'll see that first-handedly if you're always down on yourself. So whatever you're going through, sit down and say, I have been through problems before. I'm going to conquer this, and I'm tired of life kicking my ass. What is my plan? Stick to that plan. Small little steps every day. Call a creditor every day if you have to. Apply to a few jobs every day if you have to. Go to the gym for a few minutes every day. Take it small. Take those small steps, and they're going to turn into large leaps. I'm telling you. It's worked miracles in my life before, and I just wish. No, I'm not going to wish. I'm going to stay disciplined until I'm consistent with everything I have to do every day. A little bit every day goes a long way. Anyway, I don't want this video to be long. And honestly, I didn't want to make this video, but you see what I'm saying? Like, our bodies we're our greatest enemies sometimes. And we have so many messages that we need to share from our own personal experience. It doesn't always have to be 3 steps to success in 2024. It can be, yo, this shit sucks. Like, what I'm going through freaking sucks. But you know what?